Okay, folks, welcome back to Hearthstone. Going to look at the new Mercenaries mode, which came out yesterday. I played a little bit of it yesterday. I did the introductory tutorial, which doesn't take too long, basically just explains how the mechanics work. I'm still technically in the tutorial, however, I'm at a point where I can kind of move around. My initial motivation to do this was to get the mount. However, they got a lot of grief when they first came out with the pre-purchase bundles for this, that it wasn't explained enough, and after seeing it, I think that's fair, because now I kind of understand why you needed separate cards. It's a little bit, was trying to think of how to explain it. It's a little bit a combination of, I was going to say if you've done the Tavern Brawls, the chess themed one, which is sort of true. It's really more a combination of actual Hearthstone and kind of pet battles. And that'll make more sense to you shortly. So, eventually, when you get through the introductory tutorial, this is kind of your main, what they call a hub. It will give you kind of architect table garrison vibes. So I had to build the tavern, this little stables area, the campfire, all that. The only thing you have is kind of this architect's table. And then what you do is you take a mission. You can do any of these kind of basically quests here. Otherwise, you come over here and you get to pick a area. I guess since I've started this, it won't let me go back. But you actually get to pick a zone and all of that you can. No, demos different. Campfire's not different. Yeah, you actually get to pick like a themed zone that you can go to, and then there we go. So this is what you see. You'll just fight your way through bosses until you get to the final boss, and then you will get a reward for your effort. So, as I said, kind of a combination of several different things. So you have, you can only use 3 mercenaries at a time. Any more that you have go into, they say they go and sit on the bench, but it's basically a side deck. So if one gets killed, you'll get a chance to replace them. You get to pick the order in which they are and all of that, because there is a speed component to this. So depending on the ability and the mercenary, that determines kind of who goes first, second, third, so on. Each mercenary will have eventually at least 3 abilities, from what I can tell in combat. You'll get to choose one for each one, choose what enemy that is to affect, or what ally that is to affect, because some do heal. And then the actual combat is all auto-generated, so it does it itself, and then the next turn you reset and do the whole thing again. Basically, I'm not sure that there is a crafting system. So you can, there's a crafting and upgrading system. So you can craft new mercenaries and you can upgrade them. However, I'm not sure that that is going to be as important as it is in actual Hearthstone. There are quite a few mercenaries to collect. They are subdivided into 3 categories, much like a dungeon group would be. So there are protectors, which are basically tanks. There are warriors, which are basically DPS, and then there are healers, which is self-explanatory. And their abilities range from what I have seen. I started out with a hunter, and hers were, as you would expect, she had a ranged single target attack. She had a multi-shot attack, things like that. So it's not completely rewriting everything. It's just kind of tweaking it to this new, I hate to say system, but that's what it is, this new system or mode that they have here. So the upgrading and the crafting seems to be somewhat random. For every encounter that you complete, as you may have seen there, you will get coins, and these will let you upgrade your mercenary. They will upgrade as you are with each victory you have, and with the upgrade, that is how they will gain new abilities. And then you can also craft mercenaries as well. Crafting seems quite expensive. It's a few. Everything I saw was about 500 coins. I got 50 for one mercenary from completing the introductory tutorial. It seems to be somewhat random, which there's 2 ways of looking at that. On one hand, you can't just focus on upgrading one mercenary and in effect having them be the dominant one. On the downside, if you're trying to catch a mercenary up to be on par with the rest of your party, is what they'll call the 3 you use. You can, I'm not entirely sure that you can actually focus on upgrading just one. It seems to be somewhat random. That may change the further I get into this and see more. As I said, there's kind of different zones you can go to that mimic the actual Azeroth zones, the Eastern Kingdoms and Kalador, mostly from what I've seen. So yeah, so let's see here. I think. Yeah, so this is kind of your deck creation area here. So as I said, protector's kind of your tank. Fighter is your DPS, and then caster is more where you'll find your healers and things like that. So as you can see, she got 35 coins from completing the introductory. She had 50, and then I upgraded her. 35. Yeah, so here are their abilities, which upgrade. These little numbers here, those are your speed indicators, so those kind of determine what order they go in. The 5 here indicates rarity and level. The only thing that really seems to change is the health, from what I can tell, if I understood the tutorial correctly. And then you see reaching 15 will give you this one. So, Death Blow, there are keywords here as well. Death Blow will restore 10 health to this mercenary. So if she kills a character, she will restore 10 health to herself, which is actually quite handy. So this is about one of the better ones I have so far. She actually got me through the tutorial, so let me see here. Yeah, so as I was saying, you know, Arcane Shot does 8 damage. There are going back to the pet battles similarities. There are occasions where your mercenary will do extra damage depending on their enemy. So this actually can turn into 14 damage. Bearing in mind, health gets quite high. I haven't seen attack be much more than 2 or 3. Defense can go, or health can go into 20, 30 points. So against the right opponent, this will do 14 damage. Our basically multi-shot here will do 4 damage, and then you see 15. Equipment, I'm not entirely sure of yet for sure. I guess it would just go over here. Equipment, make sure abilities or mercenary are more powerful. Find them by reaching level 30 or completing 10. There you go. So yeah, it says level 30, and I am level 5. So you can see there's a bit of a grind here. Deals 1 extra damage. Abilities can't be upgraded any further. Or ability can't be upgraded any further. I see. Oh, I see. So this is... Gotcha. So, yeah, there you go. As I said, mercenary coins. And then I was going to show her because... Yeah, so deal 2 damage to an enemy and give it minus to attack this turn. Restore 5 health. I haven't used this yet, so I'm assuming it can be used on allies. I don't know why you would heal your opponent, but it does kind of mimic the idea of kind of crowd control and using your utility abilities. There were opponents in the tutorial that would give their attack to another mercenary. So using blinding luminance to minus their attack out meant they didn't give them anything. So my other mercenaries took less damage, and you know, everything kind of has to work together. So, and then of course her equipment here. So yeah, so that's pretty much how it goes. If we go to crafting, I will show you. There are quite a few. I was trying to see how... so the Lich King was one that was offered in the pre-purchase bundle. So 313 is about on par for what everything else is. Everything seems to have the same crafting amount of 500 from what I can tell. It doesn't seem to vary. I suppose at this point they just want you to... oh, 300. Okay. I suppose they just want you to actually play and level, and we're kind of in the initial setup here. So, yeah. I think what is going to be confusing for some people is all the abilities, because I'm guessing each one is going to have a slightly different set of abilities, and that is a lot to remember. And as we've seen with the way that Hearthstone's went, people will kind of cookie cutter this to death and figure out their little net decks and everything else. So my starting party, as I said they call it, so these are all I have so far. This is just what you get from the tutorial. I started out with Karel, Tidrin, and her. We're not even going to try to pronounce that, just her. And then I got Gurash, and in the still in the middle of the tutorial, and then I got Millhouse after I had completed it, and they were showing me my hub and everything else. He's actually who gives you the stables area there. So yeah, so let's go ahead and go on our what? Complete 2 bounties. Okay. Go ahead so I can actually show you the expand treasure, expand treasure. The little symbols at the top tells you kind of what type of fight it's going to be. It's not complicated. There's just the 3 class roles. You'll be fine. So you get to pick 3. And then they will tell you as you hover over them. Okay, so like she will do extra damage. So as I said, Arcane Shot will do 14. Multi-Shot will do 3, basically. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to take her.
For the Alliance and my family. For Elul.
Death Rattle give all 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. And yeah, we'll just take her. This is what I started with. And as I said, you can rearrange their order and all of that. I haven't quite figured out the kind of optimal way to do that, so this is where we're going to. And as I said, they call it your bench, but it's basically your side deck there. So this is how the combat actually works. So you see it tells you first, third, first. Shows you what abilities you can use. So as far as I can tell, you can only use the 3 at the time, at one time. So they all have the same effect, so it really doesn't matter. So just start there. And then this does 2 damage, so I want to... No. Oh, okay. It's just 2 random. No, I want to use this because I can kill them off. And then we will do this. Okay, so you see first, second. If they have equal speed, it's random who goes first. And then as I said, combat is automatic. Or 16, I said 14. Well, no, that would be double. Because it does 8, so yeah, doubles to 16. So, I haven't actually used this, so let's use that, because this will... And actually I haven't used that, so let's just see what happens. And it's go. Simple. So there you go. So as I said, it just seems to increase the health at the moment. I don't know that attack upgrade. I would assume it would. And there you go. Even the ones that were sitting on the bench, they actually get some benefit. Not entirely sure what the benefit of the actual racial, night elf orc is just yet. I assume that factors in at some point. Treasures only last for 1 bounty map. Treasures can be found after every combat encounter. Okay. Oh, well this is new. Restore your characters to full health. Okay. Then I assume what? 2-turn cooldown. Restore your other character. Death Rattle, restore your other characters to full health. Passive 1 plus 1 holy damage. Well, I don't think I have anything that or does she do holy damage? Ah, well, now see, that's very interesting. Because I was going to take Valianar. I'm going to take this, because if it actually increases her damage, that could be really good. Yeah, we'll just start here. That's fine. Now, if you're someone that, like me, that likes the kind of theory crafting aspect, I think
For the Alliance and my family.
you're probably going to get more out of this. +1 holy damage, but it didn't seem to, I'm torn. Do they all have the same passive again? Or Death Rattle, I should say, excuse me. They do. Kind of want to take her to heal these. Yeah, that's fine.
What knowledge do the stars provide?
And then if you actually do lose a minion, which I did during the tutorial, the last boss they kind of just let you do, make your own decisions, just do your own thing instead of kind of walking you through it. Your character's holy ability. Oh, okay. I don't think anybody else uses holy damage, but that's okay. Yeah, so this will be doubled, so we can probably kill one of these off. Yeah, so Death Blow, gain +5 attack. That's about the only attack. Oh, it does affect hers. Okay, cool. Cool. So, yeah, let's go over here. Let's see. So if you do end up losing a mercenary, it will let you choose, from what I can tell, which one you replace them with, and you kind of get to rearrange them and all of that. So you kind of get to reset. Okay, let's go over here. No. Yes, no, yes, I guess, okay. They emphasize that, melee attacks and range attacks are important to understand the differences of. Again, it's not really all that hard. Okay, so that was the first attack increase I've seen. So 4 is, I think, about the highest I've seen. So deal 2 damage to an enemy. Its ability is 2 speed slower. Well, that is very good. And again, I don't know that, the idea seems to be that you mismatch your roles. So you have, protectors, fighters, casters. Eventually, I'm assuming someone will try to put all of one together and do something ridiculous with it. If Hearthstone is, from what we've seen with Hearthstone decks, if that's any indication. Gain to attack, then attack a character and take damage from the enemy. What? Gain to attack. It can't heal this turn. Okay. Do damage equal to this mercenary's attack to all enemies. Well, that could be good. Deal 1 damage to all enemies, repeat 3 times. No, I think I'm gonna take Blade Fury. Oh, I see. So you kind of choose your own path here. Well, that's interesting. And then, much as it is in, WoW, the golden dragon around the character means they are tougher. So, do I want caster or do I want protector? I actually think I do a little bit better in the lady fights, so I'll try that. Turn 7 a hyena, okay. Attacks faster than normal, okay. Bleeding characters take damage at the end of the turn. Bleeding can be removed by restoring health, okay. Is there... okay. So... I want him. I can wait. Probably.
I must know more.
And we'll take Millhouse into the advantage. So let's put. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I am not really sure what for. I've never used Millhouse before, so I don't actually know what he does as far as his abilities. So you have to wait 2 turns to use his... okay, I thought it was a cooldown. Either way... let's get rid of this, first of all. No, let's do this. Because she can do that, and then he does 2 damage to all... oh, nice, okay.
Job's done.
Yeah, okay, nice. That worked out. We're just focusing. Oh, it's a 310. At the end of the turn, deal damage equal to this character's attack. Oh, well that's not good. So as I said, you kind of have to work together, so he'll get a... there we go. And there we go. So you see with that example what I was talking about, was they have to kind of work together with their abilities. Nice, got an attack buff here. You would see 117 and think, oh, that's not good. The Hearthstone logic of what makes a good card doesn't really factor in here. It's more about the abilities. She's a caster, so she's not supposed to have melee attack. Even the hunter. I mean, 2 attacks not terrible. There's, you know, as you've seen, there's mercenaries that have 2 health that you can take out with 2 attack. So. Max damage. Cast one of the Mercenaries' abilities twice. Target chosen randomly. Your alliance characters have +2/+3. Well, other than Garrosh, I think they all are alliance characters. So, yeah, let's take that and see. Okay, so as I said, these final bosses tend to be a little tougher. They tend to have high. So who gets a buff here? Okay, that's
I
a buff.
fight. And noon.
That. And then it's Garrosh. So, does it matter where I put him? I'm trying to think.
Job done.
Guess I'll put him there. Ready. Okay. Yeah, so let's go ahead and go there. See what that does. There's a bit of trial and error involved here. And on the one fight that I did lose in the tutorial, all I had to do was I made a misplay, and I kind of knew I did as soon as I did it. So all I had to do was go back, start over, and just do the opposite of what I did. Basically, do everything exactly the same as that one. And I was able to win with the one. With Karel there. So I think that will maybe be the other thing that aren't. Oh, nice. Okay. So I think that might be the other thing that people okay. We'll have to adjust to is there's kind of a set progression. So if you didn't like the adventures where the AI bosses had a certain set of mechanics that they followed and you had to react to those in a certain way, this may or may not be. As you can see, as I said, it seems to be random amounts and random mercenaries.
Whoa! You are powerful heroes. Did Gromish send you? I don't think we should keep him waiting.
Okay, not too bad. Yeah, see, just all random. What am I choosing here? No, go back. Go back. Okay, yeah, so this is what I wanted to show you. So this is kind of where it all, where it all starts, your travel point. You have the barrens there, as you can see. Fellwood, Winter Spring, Blackrock Mountain. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. You have a normal and heroic mode. Upgrade your tavern point to unlock this zone for our biggest thrill seekers out there. The Baron's Heroic offers only the best hunting trips. Excuse me, hunting trips. It's just words. There we go. So, yeah. So, and then it said upgrade. So, complete. Defeat the air elemental in the barrens. Unlocks heroic. Okay. Okay. Well, let's try to do that. Sure. Oh, I see. So it just starts the whole thing over again. I'm assuming as the level goes up, they get more difficult. They have more health. So they do explain to you how this cycle goes. I believe protectors do more damage to fighters, and fighters do more damage to casters, and casters do more damage to protectors, something like that. She is the only fighter I have.
I fight!
Deal damage equal to this character's attack. Okay. So let's go ahead and take her.
What knowledge do the stars provide?
I feel more comfortable with that. So... yeah, okay. Yeah, let's do that. She'll get a... kill that. So I don't think we're going to get that far. Oh, I forgot she doesn't have her passive anymore. That was my mistake. So you're getting a good example. It's not overly difficult. The mercenaries that sit on the bench seem to get a reduced amount of experience, which makes sense. Restore your other characters to full health. Whenever a friendly character's health is restored, restore 2 more. Take 1 less damage. Cards I have have self-healing, so that wouldn't be terrible. All protectors on both teams get a random bonus. Okay, let's see what that is. Give all protectors plus 15 health. Okay. So, protector or fighter? I'm very tempted to do fighter because I know they're going to have increased health. But mine will still have, yeah, so I think that's the more optimal thing to do. Yeah, look at that. Oh, this is great. Oh, and that's, oh, this is perfect. Okay.
For the Alliance and my family.
Yeah, that was definitely the right call. Now the question is what to take next. So these, I assume, just buff each other like they did before. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I'm gonna take her.
Job done.
I should be able to finish this fairly quickly. Ready. So. Damage to and yeah, that's third baby. I think I did that right. We should. And there we go. Arcane Bolt now hits a random neighbor. The cleave damage could be nice. So, as I said, it seems like casters both function as DPS and healers, which is kind of nice, although healing hasn't been too much of an issue. I'm going to take that. So, I like that one of the things you don't necessarily get with Hearthstone is if you don't draw the right cards, or if you don't have the right cards at the right time. Here you have 3 abilities, so you can kind of change things. You can have cards that have similar abilities. So if you need a heal, you can use a heal without, you know, sacrificing a DPS ability or kind of a utility like she has with minus health. I really do need another fighter though.
For Elul, I fight.
I'm thinking maybe we just kind of brute force our way through this.
Job done.
Yeah. what? So I think we kind of focused all on one for the moment.
How futile.
Okay. Well, that was unexpected, so let's try to go after the other one then. I actually lose at some point here? Potentially. Okay, so I think taunt to there. Get that off the board.
Flee, mortals!
Okay, so now you get to see, so you get to choose. I'm gonna pick her. I don't know. Do I pick her? Deal 2 damage to all, deal 4 damage, gain arcane. I'm very tempted to, I think, Millhouse is damage.
Job done.
So let's do another taunt. Okay, something should. I was gonna say, there we go. Okay. Wasn't entirely sure. Okay. That should take us to the end. Gorm Rush. Died. How sad. How foreshadowing. There we go, and then 7. Okay. As I said, just random. And it's actually coins for mercenaries I don't even have, so.
This is your chance to impress me.
Can upgrade the tavern point, which unlocks challenges. Oh, I see, so it uses gold. As I said, kind of garrison-ish, kind of. If what do those get us? Do those just get us more? mercenary on your team. Oh, nice. Okay. So let's see how this does, and then I will open those packs. Okay, so it looks like just more health, basically. So...
For Elul.
yeah, again, I'm thinking we just kind of brute force our way through this. Because they're just going to buff... okay, so they just, their buff increases. So... 8, 16, so let's kill off that one. Have him attack that one. Okay. What? Still thinking Millhouse.
The mighty Millhouse Manastorm!
Because this, oh well, it actually doesn't matter. 'Cause this is, she's going to kill him anyway. So yeah, because she's going to do. 16 damage. So there you go. Or not damage. Yeah. No wait. There we go. Oh, I think Millhouse was buffing. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm figuring this out. So Millhouse buffs Tidrin because she uses arcane abilities. Okay. Got to remember that. See, there's a lot of little things you're going to have to remember and bear in mind on different fights. And I don't think, for some people that's going to be fine. For others, I don't think they're going to like that because they're going to make misplays and it's a random neighbor, cast one of your... no, let's take that again. Has anything died? Yes, she did die. Okay, gonna go with Protector. Thinking about it too much, that may be a that may be one of the good things and bad things is you can kind of okay you can kind of underthink things. Okay, so do I want her or do I want him?
For the Alliance and my family.
Here it comes!
I must know more.
Job done.
Okay, we'll try this. We'll see how it works with two casters. You can miss plays. I think that's where the whole idea of missing lethal comes from, is you don't necessarily see the obvious plays, you just kind of play out of, almost out of habit, I want to say. So you're not really thinking Oh, I should have done this differently. Well, that didn't go well at all, did it? Get that off the board as quickly as possible. Of the cards I've seen, the protectors seem to have the better better effects. So now I think we just throw everything at it because I don't know that it matters. She's dead one way or the other. Again, what a horrible foreshadowing. Okay. Banner of the Horde. Your Horde characters have +2/3, which I think he's the only Horde character I have at the moment. Deal 1 damage to all enemies, repeat 3 times. Passive, +2/1, and Wound Fury. I think we got to go with Wound Fury. And then there is the boss. So, Protector should do well here, I was gonna say.
I fight! For Elul!
We go with what's been a classic, oh, nice. Okay, so I think we go with what's been a classic setup here. So... right? We're about to find out. I do not have the health for this. Okay. Actually, no, I think I need to do try to take you out. So wait, let me just make sure I got my math correct. So this is going to do... Okay, so 16, so this is dead regardless. Okay. So then, put this, focus on this.
Job done.
Hopefully that makes sense. God, she gets gets a buff from him. I think we're good though. I think we're good. Yes, we're good. Okay. So there you go. And still kind of a random amount of coins there. So that's... Okay. This is about what it looked like after the tutorial. So, okay, let's go back. So let's see, I got 55. Does that... Okay, so it does let me upgrade it if I wanted to. That's what I wanted to see. Restore 7 health to this mercenary and gain taunt for 1 turn. Okay. A 15, I'm still 8. Okay. Wanted to see of the ones I got. So I got nothing for her. 75 for her. Deal 5 damage to an enemy and give it -4 attack this turn. That's actually pretty good, so I want to do that. Okay. I'm down to 25, and you have to have 50. Okay. I like the fact that the costs seem to be somewhat streamlined. It doesn't vary too terribly. I was curious if I was to craft another one, who would I craft? Probably Sylvanas. So I can't actually tell like which ones are supposed to be legendary to know for sure. Does it? See, it just keeps saying complete the mercenary tutorial. So I don't know if this is a glitch. Or, because like I've done about everything I can think of to do here, and it doesn't.
My patience grows thin.
Oh, nice! You get 1 as a reward. Okay. Okay.
Ah, we meet again for the first time.
I see, so it's just random. Okay, for a mercenary I don't have. Again, for a mercenary I don't have, but helpful.
Delivering justice can be quite the heavy task, but it is mine to carry.
Be quick about it.
But oh, it's the golden version. I see. I was like, I've already got her, but okay. So they have different versions.
So
like...
long as my precious daughter is ill, I must search these lands for the means to cure her.
So tap. It is kind of neat how it's kind of its own system inside the game. When an enemy attack an enemy, if you control another orc, gain +1 attack first. Oh, nice. Okay. So that's what the racial benefit is. There. So. Okay. Tribal warfare gives an additional +1 attack. Whenever a friendly character attacks this turn, give it. Oh, okay. Okay. Very nice, very nice. I think the only other orc I have is Garrosh. Okay, so she has 105 now. So I could actually upgrade 2 things. You know what? I might just upgrade both of hers because she is quite. Yeah, so this is the plain one, and then the other one is the golden one, so. I feel good about that. Both of those abilities I use quite a bit, so. And I use the taunt more for the heal than the taunt, kind of. Both have their own kind of niche use you can strategize. So, yeah. So let me see if it will let me open that pack. Nope. Goes right in there. So I have no clue. Out of curiosity, if I was to go to the shop and buy one, I'm probably going to get this welcome bundle. You get a legendary and 10 packs. So, otherwise, you can, as I said, it's just like buying packs. If the prices even might be the same. Let's see if I buy just one. Okay. Nope. So I'm not entirely sure what the tutorial is. That was what led me to believe I was still in the tutorial. I'm not sure what else I can do, so I'm assuming that's a glitch with everything I've done. I've upgraded this, I've done normal, I've done heroic. Requires completion of previous zones. So it's just like questing. Until they put Kermie in so you can skip around. Yeah, kind of disappointing. I'm not sure what else to do here. And if it makes you complete the whole chapter as part of the tutorial, which I've actually already done, other than, yeah, I mean, I don't know why you'd have to complete every level. That seems a bit silly to me. But yeah, there you go. There is the new Mercenary mode for Hearthstone. Not too bad, actually. I was pleasantly surprised. When they've made other changes, I haven't been all that enthusiastic, shall we say. So I wasn't sure what to expect from this. As I said, they kind of didn't explain it as well as they could have. So I really didn't know what to expect because I wasn't really entirely sure what it was. And knowing that you had to purchase cards, not just additional cards, but cards all over again, was not exactly exciting. But I'm actually having fun with this, so yeah, I can see myself playing this more. So hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for watching.